cowl neck tie front top. It's item A388140. It's at a clearance price of $22.98. So there's no reorder on this one. And it's 5 easy pays of $4.60, which if you have followed our line over the last few years, you know that is a fantastic price to get home our cozy knit and try it for the first time if you've never tried it. So let me take you through colors quickly, and then we'll get into some of the details on this one. This color is, I believe this is the bright blue that you're seeing on screen. That's also what I'm holding here. This is the deep berry, really pretty wine tone. Faded plum, which is like your lavender with a hint or like an undertone of gray to it. This is the jet black, really popular. And this is the mallard green. I believe we still have some in the natural available, and that's your more of your neutral kind of off-white color. Okay, so let me take you through some of the details because this has been a very popular top, and now to even be able to get it on a clearance price is fantastic. So this is our cozy knit. This is our number one best selling fabric. It's that cotton, the 38% modal, and the spandex. So it's what we do a lot of our joggers in. It's a fabric that is probably the number one most requested fabric from us. And we did it in this top that has a cowl neck. So first of all, the difference between a cowl neck and a turtleneck. Turtlenecks come up a little bit higher. They're a little bit tighter. And quite honestly, I don't find turtlenecks as flattering because I am fuller busted. I prefer a cowl neck because what you can see right away is look at the drape you're getting. The way it just like flows, you don't have to fuss with it. You don't have to manipulate it. However it falls and lays is great because it kind of opens you up. It doesn't come up high like this. Again, a cowl kind of falls forward. So it's really pretty and feminine, helps to frame the face really nicely. And then what you'll also see, it might be hard to see, I'll come a little closer. There's a seam running all the way down on a diagonal. Anytime you see a seam like that, just know that that's going to be really flattering. It's going to kind of help to cut or draw the eye, almost like you're cutting it in half. It's a really nice fashion element. And then this tie at the bottom. You can manipulate this however you want. You want to tie it tight, a little bit looser. But why I love having that there is I know so many of you love the look of like a half tuck, but then the second you have to run to the ladies' room, it just comes undone, right? When you have a tie that like this that stays in place, you don't have to mess with it. And the other beauty is it doesn't become tight around the hips. A lot of times when you tie things on your own, if you were to just take a garment and tie it that isn't meant to be tied, it can be more form-fitting around the hips and the rear. This has plenty of stretch. There's spandex in here, so nothing's going to be clinging. And it is a long sleeve. But the beauty is it's a lightweight fabric. This cozy knit is so popular because it really is 4 seasons out of the year. In the summertime, you don't feel like you're going to overheat. And in the wintertime, you don't feel like you're freezing. It's really kind of like the Goldilocks. It's got movement to it. The back, nice and clean in the back. So this is a great one if you want to wear it as a standalone or if you wanted to layer. If you were to throw like a blazer or denim jacket over this, you wouldn't feel like it was too cumbersome. It wouldn't, the arms wouldn't be too tight. It's a very beautiful fabric that also washes great. When you wash anything in our cozy knit, it doesn't fade, it doesn't pill, it doesn't shrink. It really, you can wash and wear these pieces and they hold up. So I don't want that price of $22 to fool you and think, oh, is it going to fall apart on me? Absolutely not. If you can read the reviews on our cozy knit, they really are fantastic. So let me take you through the colors again real quick if we can. The one that I'm holding is that bright blue, which, up against the skin, you can see how pretty, and it is the most popular color. Then you're seeing the deep berry. Again, that's like your wine tone or burgundy. Then we have the faded plum, which is like that lavender with just a little bit of a gray undertone to it. Jet black. If you don't know where to start, always start with the black. Mallard green, another really pretty one. And the natural, which is we don't do a whole lot of white and off-white. So if you're somebody that's been waiting for that, this is a great one to grab that color in. So I just wanted to review with you again, the difference between a cowl neck and a turtleneck. I always opt for a cowl neck. I just think they're much more flattering because they open up the bust area. If you're more concerned about this area, maybe you're fuller busted, try a cowl neck because what you can see is because of this fabric, it just drapes so beautifully. See how it's not coming up too high on her? You can still see a little bit of the collarbone area. If you have like a short necklace, maybe you like to layer necklaces, you'd be able to see a little bit of that. You can even kind of move it off the shoulder a little bit, make it a little bit wider, so you can really manipulate it. And then that seam that's running on a diagonal, again, that's very subtle, but it's what draws the eye in so that it just gives you a very flattering fit. And then the tie is just, it's something unexpected at the bottom that you don't have to fuss with. You tie it and you forget it. But again, the beauty is it's not going to get tight. It's not like a thick band that you might think of that's going to get really tight around the hip area. So really flattering. And it's a great way at $22.98 to try Cozy Knit. And later in the show, we have the joggers that I have on coming up. This would be a great item to pair back to the jogger if you're looking to mix and match pieces that are in the same fabric. So quickly, we'll revisit colors. That's the mallard green. We have the bright blue, which is what I've been holding right here. The deep berry. Is actually last call now. Black, mallard green, and natural. And that's item A140. Coming up in a little bit is our AnyBody